Hello, Facebook. So, just been doing some research and it's just inspired me to do a video. Now, this video isn't going to be anything anything new. It's just not. I'm not going to lie. It's not going to be anything fancy. What it is going to be is it's going to completely eliminate the sheer amount of bullshit there is on social media, on the old Google search, and just in the internet in general. So this video is literally going to be the basics and the facts of what you need to do in order to get closer to your goals, to pursue your goals, to go in the right direction, to stop looking at the 1% like, different variations of hypertrophy or using dumbbells rather than barbells, doing front squats rather than back squats, all these little tiny 1%. It's just like, oh God, I'm doing front squats now and I've gained 12 inches on my quads. It's just, no, just no, okay? So this video is going to be the facts and only the facts. Now, the first thing we need to look at is calories, yes? And I know we've all talked about calories all the time and it's actually getting a little bit boring and I get bored myself talking about calories. However, if you want to build a serious amount of muscle, I mean, look at myself, I'm jacked, right? Joking, but I'm not trying to get jacked. Not at the moment anyway. But if you want to build a serious amount of muscle, then you need to be in a calorie surplus. It's as simple as that. You need to have enough calories in order to build muscle. If you want to drop body fat, then you need to be in a slight calorie deficit. Simple, right? Now, the way you do that is up to you. I mean, you don't necessarily have to track calories. However, we can't jump around the fact that calories are the biggest factor when it comes to either building muscle or dropping body fat. Obviously, before people say you need to lift weight in order to build muscle as well, I know this. I'm just trying to speak to everyone like they're not stupid. Okay? Then we need to look at... Sorry, I've got a list here. Progressive overload. That's the next thing I was going to say. Progressive overload. Now, what progressive overload is are you lifting more weight? Simple as that. Every time you go to the gym, well, not every time, but over time, over that month, over that cycle, are you lifting more weight? Are you doing more repetitions? Are you doing more sets? Are you progressively overloading? Are you stronger and fitter than you were previously? Now, if you're doing that, then you are progressing. What's your problem? You are progressing. This isn't a sprint. This is a marathon. This shit takes time. This is not easy. Sleep. Now, this is a massive one, which is massively overlooked. When you're sleeping, your stress levels are at they're at their lowest, so your cortisol levels are at their lowest, and your testosterone levels are at their highest. Testosterone is obviously going to help with developing muscle tissue. If you are massively stressed and you're not getting enough sleep, I know we all have jobs and we have commitments and stuff like that, but if you're stressed and you're not getting enough sleep, then you're not going to be helping your stress levels. Then we'll look at time. Now, this is my favorite one. The reason being because nobody ever talks about this. Nobody ever talks about how long is it going to take you to get to where you want to be. Now, what people will do is they'll go to their personal trainer in the gym. They'll go, all right, see this picture? This is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I want to look like him. I want to look like him in 6 months. And they're like, and the PT's like, yes, we'll do that. Let's get you on the weights. Let's start now. And I don't want to be the one to shut people down and go, it's not going to happen. However, we need to be realistic and we need to know that this shit takes time. Yeah, I'm not saying you're not going to be able to get to there, but it's going to take you a lot longer than 6 months. So consistency and time are it's probably one of if not, that's more important than, well, it is more important than calories, because even if you're doing it wrong, if you're doing it consistently wrong, then you're going to develop something, So that's it. I just wanted to do a video just to eliminate the bullshit. Like, you don't need to focus on these tiny little things, these little kind of minor things that it just spams up my Facebook. You don't. You need to focus on the basics. You need to focus on the basics and do that consistently. And if that doesn't work, if you generally are doing that, if you're training hard and you're training a lot and you're eating right, you're eating to fuel your goals, not just being in a not being in a calorie deficit because your mate's in a calorie deficit when you're trying to build muscle and he's trying to drop fat. You need to eat to fuel your goals. If you're doing all of the above and you're still not getting results, then yes, by all means, seek professional advice, but make sure you do the basics right first.